Hey there, my name is Tom and I am a designer and web developer down in Hollywood, Florida. This is my brand new YouTube channel where I'm planning to document my life, things that I'm struggling with, things that make me happy, and share it here on YouTube. Over the past few years, I have stopped doing things that make me happy, like drawing, going to the beach, spending time with friends, and self-care has just been not a thing. I really have stopped taking care of myself, and I'm feeling the repercussions of that, having no energy, I'm always tired, I'm generally always in a bad mood. And these are things that I have the power to change, and so I'm gonna be taking small steps to make those changes, and hopefully I will see that pay off in my personal life and my business. The biggest struggle that I have is my weight, and I know for most people the struggle is losing weight, but for me it's gaining weight. I have always been on the thin side, and I've always tried to make an effort to gain weight, but I was never consistent with it. Back in college, when I was in control of what I want to eat, I made the decision to become a vegetarian. I never liked eating meat. It was just what we ate at home. And so when I was in control of my life in college, I decided to become a vegetarian. And I was that way for a long time. And then a couple years ago, I decided, after educating myself on the dairy industry and how animals are treated, I decided to just cut out dairy and switch to a plant-based or vegan lifestyle. I don't buy things that have animal products in it or that are made with animal parts like leather. I try my best. There's of course times where I may make a mistake, or I go to a restaurant and I don't ask them if the bread was made with eggs, but for the most part I always eat at home. So if I do eat out of the house, it's a rare thing, and I just try not to beat myself up if I make a mistake. I still wear my leather belts. Someday I will replace them with a vegan belt, so I'm not throwing out the things that I already own. I'm just choosing not to buy new things that are made with animal parts. And the benefit that I have found from going vegan was my skin completely changed. Back when I ate dairy, I would have breakouts. I had acne growing up, and it's very rare now if I get a pimple or anything. So that's one of the greatest things that I've noticed. But energy-wise and health-wise, I personally have not felt a difference from when I ate dairy to now that I am plant-based. To touch upon my weight, to get back to that, when I was growing up, at least through college, my default weight was about 120 pounds. Without putting in a lot of effort, that's how much I would weigh. When I was still eating dairy, I was able to get myself to 140 pounds. That took a lot of work. I was working out and I was eating a lot of eggs, milk, and cheese. So it was a lot of fat that I was probably putting on, but I'm still so thin that I was super happy. However, after I switched to a plant-based diet, that's probably related to the reason why my weight dropped, but I also am self-employed and I put myself under a lot of unnecessary stress, to the point where when I'm stressed, I don't eat, and so my weight went to the lowest point recently, which was pretty scary when I got on the scale and it said 110 pounds. So right now I don't like the way I feel. I don't like the weight I'm at. I don't like the way that I look. And it's super uncomfortable to talk about, but I'm hoping that maybe if I talk about it, it'll hold me accountable, and someone else that is struggling with their weight will have some motivation to take better care of themselves. And so I have gone to a nutritionist, and they've shown me how much I need to eat. And I've gone to this person for 4 months, and my weight was going up, but it maybe went from 110 to 116, and then over the last 2 weeks it went back to 110. And so I'm just so tired and I need energy. I'm running on fuels right now. And so I have to get control of this. For me, I don't like to order food. I like to cook my own food. I don't actually enjoy cooking my own food, but I rather eat my food than someone else's. I've had meals delivered in the past, but they would just stack up in the fridge and I wouldn't eat them. So part of at least being plant-based is you have to just cook, and you have to cook every 3 or 4 days. So that's like, I mean, it doesn't even need to be cooking these crazy amazing meals. It could just be heating up beans, rice, vegetables, pasta, but it has to also be large quantities. And I don't eat large quantities, and I'm not eating enough. So I know for my height, which I'm 5'11", I should be about 150 pounds, 160, and I need to be eating around 3,000 calories a day. I'm probably only eating 700 to 1,000. So I can't just eat 3,000 calories today. My stomach won't take that. I'm gonna be full and I'm gonna get nauseous from trying to force the weight, force the food. So it has to be a gradual process. I also have to start going back to the gym. Last year, I went to the gym 2 times a week with a personal trainer. I was there at 8 o'clock in the morning working out. I hate working out, but because I was paying to be there with the trainer, I was always there. I did the workout. I was getting stronger, but then life changed and I just had to use that money for other things. And so in the last probably, I don't know, 6-7 months, I have not gone to the gym once. There is a gym where I live. I can walk to it. It's just like, I just can't get there. I don't have the energy to go, even if I mentally wanted to. And I'll look up online at like people talking about gaining weight, and it's just like eat, eat, eat. But for me, it's such a mental thing. And I've never been diagnosed with any kind of disorder, but people in my family have had anorexia or bulimia and gone into treatment. So weight is a very touchy thing in my family where a lot of people struggle with it. And it's like, I think even when I do gain weight, I will never actually like the way that I look. I will never see someone that is not skin and bones, because I think my perception of myself is warped. I'm always going to see myself bony and like, who would want to touch me? Like it's not the look that I'm attracted to. So it makes me think, who would be attracted to me? And I know that there are people out there that like people on the thin side, but for me, and I know it can't only be a physical appearance. It has to be, I want to gain weight and get in shape so I feel better and also look better. And if I have enough guts, I will include me with my shirt off, which I really don't want to do. but I might. Growing up, I would never take my shirt off until my friends would like force me and tell me, you look fine, just take your shirt off, go in the pool. And I would do it, and I always hated the way that I looked. But now I'm at a little bit different part in my life where when I go to the beach, I do take my shirt off and I go swimming. But walking to the water, it's just like everyone is probably looking at me saying, look at that guy, he's so underweight, like disgusted with me. And it's like my shoulders are my biggest insecurity because the bones stick out on my shoulders, and it's like I have to keep my shoulders underwater. I don't want people to see how bony I am. And even like a couple years ago, a friend came to visit me, and I was wearing like my bathing suit, and they were kind of like short shorts, and I remember him telling me like, oh, you have an ass. And I was like, I do? And it's like, now I don't, because where I was is gone. And so that helped. That nice compliment did build my confidence, but now my confidence is just gone. And I go to therapy once a month. I've been doing it for probably 4 years. Growing up, I was the kid that everyone always thought was okay. It didn't matter if people in the family had addictions or other people were going to treatment. It was always Thomas was okay. Like, you don't have to worry about him. But I kept all my emotions inside, and I struggled with that for a long time. And so thankfully, therapy has helped me, and I've got a lot out of it. I've learned communication skills. I've learned what I want out of life, in my personal life and my business. But my therapist does call me out when he sees a change in me. There were times when he would say, you look like you've gained a little bit, or you look like you're working out. And I was only there probably 2 weeks ago, and he said, you look like you're getting thin again. And he asked me, why aren't you eating? And this was the first time in my life that I ever said, I'm not eating because I'm hurting and I don't want to eat. And that was like a wake-up call for me again, that even when I felt hunger pains, I was still not eating because I wanted to just torture myself. Maybe to get a reaction out of people, I don't know. And I think we have to be kind to ourselves. Don't hurt yourself. There's always people out there that love you. Don't starve yourself. I know that sounds easier, and I know other people may end up watching this and they may be struggling with this. So all I can say is be kind to yourself. I'm going to be kind to myself. And if you need anyone to talk to, I'm going to include my social media links in the description of this video. You can message me on Instagram or send me an email, and I'm gonna be there for you. I would love to hear any comments below if you have any questions about me. If you have any advice, please also like this video. I would really appreciate that if you would like and subscribe. That's going to give me motivation to keep making videos. It's kind of open right now for what type of videos I'm going to do. I really want to vlog, but right now I'm just a little self-conscious about everything. So we'll see if that happens. We'll see if I just do sit-down videos like this. I'm super obsessed with skincare, so I may do videos on trying out new products or reviewing some of my favorites. But I'm also going to give updates on my weight. And so today is July 22nd, 2019. So I'm gonna aim for, I would love if I could gain 2 pounds a week. That way every week, it just keep going up, and let me get to 140, which was the weight I was once at. And then from there, let's keep going. Let's get to 150 to 160. And maybe then I will have energy and confidence, and I will see great things happen. So thank you if you made it to this far in the video. I really appreciate it. This is a really hard video for me to record. Again, if you could just please like and subscribe, I would appreciate that so much. And I will see you in the next video.